Before I even asked where you found original Star Wars VHSs, I want to know where the fuck you still had a fucking VCR. No, it wasn't.
Because I'm a forward-thinking individual.
Oh, that's why.
Because I honestly, long time ago, when like legit 10, 12 years ago, I just realized like, hey, there's a lot of media that I took for granted as a kid that I don't see anywhere that's not being re-released. And so I would go to secondhand DVD places like Game Exchange. Packaged? I found a lot of
though, because as a person that has
still got the plastic on it.
The way
not the plastic, but like I only ever pick up stuff that's in good condition that doesn't have mold. Like I check the tapes and stuff like that, and so like I have
the original Star Wars VHS,
original. I have like original Disney stuff, and like that. I'd like to find something like that. There was a collection my dad had, like the first Star Wars I remember, and it was like this gray box set, and it had 4 tapes in it.
You know those Disney movies that when Disney movies came in VHS, it was like a flat, big, bulky plastic.
Yeah. I find those at like Goodwills, bro.
If you get like Lion King, if you get Lion King and it's still in the package and it's an original, it doesn't say classic on the side of the VHS. If it's an original copy, it's worth almost like I think $7,000 to $15,000.
Really?
VHS sell for money. Like if you get an original copy of Scarface VHS still in the plastic, it's like $10,000.
Well, the problem is in the plastic, but if in the plastic it's worth brands, then something in good condition is still gonna be worth money. Because the problem with stuff like VHS is that if they're not taken care of, they'll get mold on the tape and then it's worthless. But yeah, no, a long time ago I just found like a DVD VHS at a Goodwill, and it was good condition. And it was like $10, so I picked it up. And I've had that. I have that, and like I have the ability to watch from VHS up to 4K Blu-ray because of my Xbox. It's quite nice.
I bet it is. But all I know is that if when shit goes down, I'm gonna go to the West Coast and watch TV with you because I don't got no physical media.
You should.
I hear you guys choppy. I don't know if you hear this.
What? My shit is choppy?
A little bit. I don't know if mine is, but I can't hear myself.
No, I think that's just because either I'm too close to it or it's the way my voice was.
Yeah, she's like an echo chamber right now.
Fuck it. We're gonna rock with it. You know why? Because the Seagal has landed. Tonight we're talking about legend ? Steven Seagal. He's fucking tuned. He's a what? He's a dick.
Ponytail, go.
From everything that I've fucking researched, he's a fucking. Dick. Steven Seagal was dick. He's a dick.
I remember him on Mad TV. It was nice.
And on Saturday Night Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to BreakRoom,
Your favorite rapper's favorite podcast.
See, this is why I like your show. You're very charismatic. You know the right things to say.
Welcome to the BreakRoom, the podcast that comes to you live when it wants to now, because we have taken the whole month off. It's bananas. but
life
it was well worth it. Yeah, life be fucking lifing. Ain't that the truth? I feel honestly like life was Steven Seagal and I was an elbow.
You was an elbow?
I was an elbow, yes.
Like an elbow macaroni?
What you mean? You was either like up with him or you
What
was
is
kind of
that?
neutral with him?
I think I hear what you're talking about. What the fuck is that?
It's the freaking Rican, nigga.
Oh, snip.
That's Mick.
Niggas is awake for the show.
Good
Look at
timing.
that.
Yeah. Now I'm over here waiting for the fucking link, and I'm driving. I just picked up Nathan, and I'm like, I didn't get the link yet, so I guess I'm just waiting. I was like, let me scroll up a little bit. Yeah, I'm the problem.
Word. User input is
You
often
usually
the
are.
problem with a lot of things.
Listen, if I'm not the problem, then there's no way we can figure out a solution. All right. So I'm the answer to my own
Hey,
problem.
honestly, when it comes to problem solving, working from the inside out and being like, all right, it's definitely not me. All right, cool. It's actually a good way to approach most problems.
Hell yeah. And you know what's crazy too? Hold up, because I just found a shirt that it brought back so many memories, and it's entitled "Reading Rainbow."
Reading Rainbow.
Wesley motherfucking
You know, Reading
Snipes.
Rainbow is in the
Yeah,
Star
I
Trek
just
universe.
found it. I haven't found it in a while. Because, you know, when you have a girlfriend who likes to wear your shit and she's throwing everything in the laundry, you're like, yo, either put it back or I'm going to punch you in the throat. But either way, that's love. You know what I mean?
You guys know that Reading Rainbow is just Jordy in the fucking fantasy, the hollow room, living in a
Love.
fantasy.
Yeah,
not real.
I heard that before. Seagal.
Yeah, so
Yo,
Reading
we're
Rainbow
gonna do
is
things
Star
a little
Trek
bit
if
different
you
tonight,
think you've never
right?
seen it.
Yeah. Talking junk, break room shirts,
Okay.
official tissue tees, niggas.
What's
What
your
you know
foot?
about Wesley Snipes Reading Rainbow? Like, pay your taxes and figure it the fuck
Yo,
out.
I'm glad you got that shit on.
This nigga
That was
here.
such a great ass
Motherfuckers pay your
fucking.
taxes.
This is a great shirt.
It really is, and I'm mad that more people don't own it because it was a great fucking moment for our show.
I like your breast.
You like my what?
Fuck. Hey, no Diddy.
You got
Yeah.
a nice rack on you, Mix.
That's not a rack, nigga. What the fuck you talking
That's
about?
crazy.
The fuck is you talking about, nigga? Looking at
Yo,
hey,
you
what you
ain't
doing?
give me
Looking
no
at
more.
niggas' chest for? Talking about nice rack.
You sound like somebody's uncle
Gay.
used to go to prison talking about, man, I used to be on the court, you know, and I used to be rubbing on the masses. That's the kind of vibe you had right there. What was that?
Shit, act
It's a nice
That's
rap.
gay. That's
crazy.
gay.
You know,
So good.
how you doing, man?
Talin, we remember what you said you do for some supplies, bro. We remember that.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
go
we do remember
to our
that.
Word.
TikTok. We got a clip of it.
If society went to hell, you go to
Oh,
India.
yo,
Something like that.
body.
Look, we're gonna do
Anyway,
things just a little different
I
tonight.
just want to
How
say,
y'all feel
considering
about
how
that?
long we've been on, that's not bad to have only one thing.
Hold up. It's been
Oh,
a
there's
whole month
more
since
than
we
one. I
each
just
other. What the
haven't
fuck
clipped
is
all of them
this?
yet.
Nah, that's the only thing people call back to. And at this point, I almost wear it like a dishonorable badge of honor.
That is the most fucking obscure one. Like nobody thought you would say that.
I was trying to make a point that motherfuckers is desperate and not really real. But
Bro,
that's
that
not
was
how it got
weirder than when we
interpreted.
first started and you had those Dutch people come on every week just to see you.
I don't remember that. I remember the foot dude, but I don't remember that.
Oh, of course you'll remember the foot dude, but not the two Dutch people.
I don't. Yo, I don't. Yo, what episodes were those? Yo, there were some weird fucking people that used to pop up on the show. What happened to that?
Well, I'm glad that you asked that because, like I've been trying to say, but apparently I've been stuck in the echo chamber. We're gonna do things a little different tonight. All right, we're gonna do the main topic first, and then, like I told Talon backstage, I'm gonna let you guys handle the news and everything else. But when we start, which we're gonna start in a second on the main topic, which is Steven Seagal, we are gonna open the lines. We have lines now, guys. If you guys
You
want to
better
call,
specify phone lines because niggas be taking the word lines the wrong way.
Talk junk.
yeah,
Yo,
phone
I hope
lines,
I hope
sir.
somebody calls and asks to put a girl on.
646-844-2382. Call the Talking Junk hotline if you want to say something real quick, give your take on any topic that we're discussing, or possibly get a voice feature stapled onto the show. Anyway, the Seagull has fucking landed, guys.
That's
I know.
the main. That's the number to the main office.
The main office.
Yeah, the main office is
Hey, do
a
you?
big glizzy
Oh,
shop, glizzy store.
That's crazy.
Man, I can't hit shit.
I wish I had a second phone.
Computer.
All right, so what do y'all know about? Because
Damn, I have to get out.
nah, most of us should know his movies, at least a couple of them. How many of y'all seen Steven Seagal's movies?
Most of
Unfortunately,
Steven
all of them.
Seagal I've seen is Mad TV, and then the random ones that my dad would be watching.
Like what?
Dark
Yes, look-
Siege.
I don't know, bro.
Under Siege?
It always
What
looked
about-
like the same movie, honestly, except he
Yeah.
be talking different sometimes.
I'll give that to you, but I don't know. My favorite is probably Exit Wounds.
I feel like that's the only one that I ever hear
Not
people
bad.
say
Remember him in there.
positively about him.
This man, right? He's apparently a fucking 7th Den black belt. He has many accolades under his belt. But before we start, right? Because I want this to be a lighthearted episode because we're gonna talk about a lot of fucked up shit that he's accused of. Let's start with one of the most funniest things about the research that I've been doing about Steven Seagal. Did you know that Steven Seagal has a blues album?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
And I know he has a reggae album too.
No.
Wait.
No, sir. That is
What-
off
what
the
you said?
blues
He
album,
has
what you're
what?
talking about. A blues
Oh, that was on the
album.
Yeah,
blues
he has
album?
a reggae song.
Yeah, that is
Okay.
a blues song, sir. And I'm gonna play it for you right now. Ladies and
Thank you.
gentlemen, Strut by Steven Seagal. And fuck you
You're-
too, because this is for educational purposes.
He said by Steven Seagal.
Mr. Steven Seagal, fly down to Jamaica and say one the baddest girl. So them send for lady stock, I don't know me raw. You see me? So
Girl, would you really want that night?
me want the body if it make me feel nice. Why? Tell me what you really want all night.
No want to put on this if I make me
Me
nice.
want the body, him want the punani.
I mean, no it nice.
So
When the girls start to strut, you could look at their butt, you shouldn't do that. The girl dress is just that pretty, not just there to color her kitty.
when me a fling it up, you better know to back it up.
Yeah, I
Me
swear to
want
God.
the punani.
Yeah, he missed his calling,
I
bro.
fuck with it.
He was supposed to be a reggae artist.
I fuck with it. I fuck
But
with
shout
it.
out to Katie Saw because if somebody do me a favor, if you listen to this
You
or listen to this live, or if you listen to it afterwards, take that
No, I
song,
could definitely listen
cut
to that
Steven
song,
Seagal's parts out, and send me that
Yo.
track for just Lady Saw, and it'll be.
I
fucking
never
fire.
heard of-
Definitely pump
I
that.
never heard of a
definitely
Cajun
pump
Rastafarian.
He's not Cajun, bro.
He's from Louisiana. You know what I'm talking about.
Punani.
Bro, this man, according to him, is from everywhere and has DNA from everything.
that. Oh, this nigga's the Omni God.
I
Like, he's
believe it.
definitely a compulsive
it.
liar.
So
Like,
you can,
well, I
you
mean,
can
look how
counter
confident he
everything,
is,
then you
though.
can claim to be everything. That's crazy.
I believe it. I believe him.
Bro,
Yo,
had
he's the
family
Avatar,
run-ins
bro.
with the Yakuza, the Italian mafia, and lived to tell the
It ma-
fucking tale.
It kind of makes
He's-
sense.
Yeah.
He's a fucking Russian dictator. Did you know that?
Yeah.
He's
Actually.
a Russian dictator. I will vote
Yeah.
for him though. I will.
I've seen it. I've
I
seen
swear to
it
God,
before.
I'll vote for Steven Seagal.
Bro, this man is
And he's a cop or
He's
something, I
great.
think.
He's done it all.
Yeah,
He's done it all.
he has a show called Lawmen.
That's the best show out right now.
We'll definitely get to Lawmen. All right. First of all, his name is Stephen Frederick Seagal.
Frederick?
Frederick. His name is Seagal, though. It's not Seagal. He changed it.
I would definitely call him
Wait, hold
Frederick if I saw him.
Steven Seagal.
Say
How
that
you doing,
time,
Freddie? Freddie Seagal. Freddie, hey. Just be mad personal with him. Why are you talking to me like that? Like you know me? We all know your shit is full of shit. What the fuck are you doing?
So now, I don't want to start here just because it's kind of cliche from what we used to do, but we have to start here just to get a little bit of context on exactly what he is, where he's from, and the lie this man has told. So
let's hear the origin story.
He's born in Michigan, Lansing, Michigan.
He has an extra chromosome.
He was born in Michigan?
Yeah, he was born in Michigan. He got a couple extra chromosomes. Patricia Ann Fisher was his mother, a medical technician, and Samuel Seagal, a mathematics teacher. His mother was of Irish descent, while his father was Jewish, and his paternal grandparents were Russian Jewish immigrants.
But that's not every ethnicity, so that can't be correct.
According to him, bro, just give me a second. Watch. I promise we'll get there. Where the fuck was I? During the interview of Russian talk show Let Them Talk, Seagal stated that he has paternal ancestors from Siberian city of Vladivostok, whatever the fuck that says, as well as Boris and St. Petersburg. He said that genetic testing determined that he has Yakal and Bryant ancestry as well. When he was 5, Seagal moved to his Fullerton, California home with his parents. His mother later told People magazine that prior to the move, the frail boy who suffered from asthma. He was a puny kid back then, but he really thrives after the move from Michigan. Seagal attended Buena Park High School, Buena Park, California, whatever the fuck. According to Seagal, he met his first wife, Mako Chitani, in California the fall of 1974. Followed her back to Japan in October, got married in December, and herself was a second-degree black belt, daughter of Osaka Akito. What was that? All right. Daughter of an Osaka Aikido master who had come to Los Angeles to teach Aikido. After they married, they had a son, Kitaro, and a daughter, Yakai. Seagal taught at the school owned by Makayo's family and earned his Aikido black belt in 78. Now, the thing about the martial arts that he knows, right? It is an official martial arts. The only thing about it is it's like a specialty. You know what I mean?
It's not combative, really. Like you're not trying to
it's
fight
more
with Aikido.
Right. It's more defensive, and it's like if you're at war, old time war, where you motherfuckers just fighting with swords, and somebody disarms you, and somebody's coming at you with a sword, you'll be able to defend yourself. That's what Aikido is.
Aikido is a supplemental martial art. You have your combative martial arts, and then you're going to have your supplementals that are going to uphold that and then allow you to have options to switch between and flow in combat. Because Aikido, if you're just walking in with Aikido, you're going to have to hope a lot of things are on your side. But if you have that in your skill set, that's just going to actually make you a lot more capable of doing other things and or innovating in a different martial art. So, like...
It also takes a lot of observation fortitude. You have to learn how to be patient and know when to because essentially he's countering the fuck out of you. So you gotta know how to counter.
Aikido is also described as A, worse than professional wrestling, and B, a choreographed martial arts.
Do you happen to have any videos of Aikido? Any quick clips?
I do not. I didn't pull up any clips or videos. The only one I pulled up was the Steven Seagal song. I could play that again if you want me to.
Maybe at the end
Yeah,
of this. Maybe at the
use
end of
that
the
as
show,
like
we'll
wait
listen to that
music.
again. Me want to punani.
I'm telling you, Occasion Rastafarian. You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen.
Honestly, Aikido is impressive, but it's only impressive if it's demonstrated. Because other than demonstrations and in the movies, I really don't see Aikido playing a vital role in mixed martial arts. And it's like, we'll get to the Ronda Rousey part, but she's right. She stated that, you don't really see anybody being of Aikido background in any type of mixed martial arts professionally.
That's because
they don't
you have to
announce
train
that.
with weapons on that. Like you have to recreate a specific situation where if somebody comes at you in a certain way, you show that.
It's obsolete in the modern age, to be honest with you.
Because niggas is throwing hands. Ain't nobody picking up weapons yet.
Bro, nobody's really throwing hands anymore. They're gonna shoot your dumbass.
Oh
yeah, people don't throw hands at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't be a pussy. Take a hit.
People don't want to be.
Respect and walk the other way.
They don't want to get hurt. They can't take getting hurt. I feel like Aikido probably had more like of a legitimate space where there's a bunch of stuff where it's just like this is in a modern sense kind of silly and there's not much because it makes you think of Wing Chun. Like Wing Chun, yeah, there's use to using that, but if you want to get into mixed martial arts or fight, you're not going to become a master of Wing Chun because it's not going to help you.
You're not going to fight in the UFC as a master of Wing Chun. You have to have some type of...
Right, you have to have something else.
Right.
And it takes so long to become a master.
Defensive. It's all defensive. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But it's still more legit than Aikido.
Yeah, because they're defensive. Their defense tactics, man. It's fucking. You can kill somebody, man. You can really hurt somebody.
This is really where lying starts. And it says the only reason Steven was awarded the black belt was because the judge, who was famous for his laziness, fell asleep during Steven's presentation. The judge just gave him the black belt.
I mean, maybe that was just some high-level Aikido. Maybe he was using a hockey, and he just couldn't stand it.
Nah, fuck that.
This motherfucker said he used hockey.
I knew Miggs would know what I was talking about. I just got to Marine Ford, by the way.
What? Oh man, you're gonna enjoy this. Are you watching it on Hulu?
It's on Netflix.
Are you right? You're watching Netflix? The Marines movies.
The what?
The Marine movies? That's what you're watching?
No. He's watching One Piece.
No. Watching One Piece. I'm watching the greatest anime that was ever made. Yep. I've never really watched it, but I am 400 episodes in.
Yo, let me tell you, bro. I ran through that fucking show on Hulu since I started the new job. And let me tell you, that is the best binge watching I've done in years. Like, I made it through all 700 to 900 episodes. But I know there's more. I gotta get on
that's a lot of binging, bro.
No, there's more than 900. There's over 1,000 episodes, Jay.
Oh, I know, but see, I was on Hulu, so Hulu only has up to like season 11. After the Flamingo.
Yeah, wildin'. So
Netflix has eggs,
right?
Hey,
my man claimed that he helped train.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. There was
a helped train CIA agents in Japan. They saw my abilities, both with martial arts and with the language. You could say that I became an advisor of several CIA agents in the field. And through my friends in the CIA, I met many powerful people and did special work and favors. Fujitani has refuted these allegations and has also dismissed Seagal's claims that he had combated Yakuza. There is no evidence that Seagal has ever worked with Central Intelligence Agency. In the early 1980s...
Why would they acknowledge it?
Bro,
it was a secret
you're
operation.
Going to start seeing all of this right now that I'm describing starts to become a pattern in his life. And you're going to see that.
Because he's a secret agent, though. He's a modern day James Bond.
Secret agent, man. That's definitely not him.
He's our modern day.
Bro, if he really is the secret agent, modern day Naked Gun.
Naked
Not,
Gun is crazy.
let's be honest. He's not a Frank Drebin. He's not that good. Frank Drebin gets results.
So it says in the early 1980s, Seagal had aspirations to return to America and become a movie star. Fujitani then scrimped and saved for years, even denying herself and her children necessities to help pay his way back. According to Fujitani, he then availed himself of her savings and heated off.
He went and got some milk in America.
Nah, he boogied on her. He took all her savings and left the kids and her and left.
Well, I mean, she was saving up for him to go, though, right? Like,
yeah,
she knew.
Yeah, but she figured that they were all going.
It was the leaving them that they were not expecting.
Right. And then the taking of all the savings on top of that.
Yeah, I got a quick question. Since Mr. Aikido is supposed to be so nice, let me throw this scenario out there. Do you think he could stand a chance against either one or both at the same time, or like a triple threat?
No.
Jet
Yes,
Li
he could
or
beat
Jackie Chan or motherfucking Tony Jaa. Like, he'd get his ass whooped.
Right.
Bro,
Nah, if what I've seen of him historically, he would just catch him and just throw him to the side with his energy.
I think the teenagers from Cobra Kai could whoop his ass.
Unless he throws him into a headlock and snaps their neck, like in that train scene in Under Siege. I don't
probably not gonna happen.
I mean, to be honest, I think Steven Seagal would lose to Prime Steve-O.
Yeah.
Prime Steve-O.
Definitely.
His stunts are more deadly than his martial arts.
Yeah, because he could take anything that he could come up with. That man is insane.
That is true. He did see the ring with Butterbean twice and lived. Like, he took hits.
Man, the boy used to. Anyway, we all know Steve-O. Let's continue with Steven.
He returned to Taos, Mexico with his student and later film stuntman Craig Dunn, where they opened a dojo. Although Seagal spent much of his time pursuing other ventures, after a period of time in Japan, Seagal returned to the United States in '83, like we just said. There's Macho back. Where the fuck was I? 83. Seagal left Makasoka in charge of the dojo, which the latter ran until the two parted ways in '97. Seagal helped train Brazilian mixed martial artists.
Later. Well, you know what? I'm trying to find out that address when you don't leave one.
Seagal helped train Brazilian mixed martial artist Lyoto Machida, who credited Seagal for helping him perfect the front kick that he used to kick out Randy Couture. But I think, honestly, that right there is a ruse and it's a joke put in there because doing a little bit of research, Anderson Silva was the one that they said really he taught the kick to, and there's interviews where Steven Seagal said he taught that kick to him, and in the comments you can hear the motherfuckers. See the motherfuckers like, so this nigga he invented the front kick now. That's what you're telling me.
I mean, you know, not so much as invented as perfected.
He didn't perfect shit.
He perfected it, and then like a ghostwriter,
Bro, he
it to
can't even
Machida.
walk right.
Well, not now. Not after you dedicate that much time kicking shit forward.
So how long do you think his fucking Hollywood career was?
Well, I mean, I don't think it's over. Let's be honest.
It's over. I'd say about what,
it's
35
definitely
years? 30, 40 years?
He's an ongoing champ, bro.
He's not fighting anybody.
Definitely not.
In any movies.
Well, I mean, would you want to fight him?
Yeah, I would want to fight him. Yeah, the fuck I would want to fight him. Like I grew up loving fights.
But you can only use Aikido. You can't fight me with your fists.
I've taken mixed martial arts. Like I went to like several classes.
What was the first movie he was in?
The first movie he was in was Above the Law.
What year was it?
It was in '87.
Above the Law.
What was the last movie he was in?
The last movie he was in?
Winnie the Pooh. hits the streets?
Let's just say the last movie he did, like Hollywood movie, was Half Past Dead with Ja Rule.
What year was it, my nigga?
That was in
That had to have been like 98, 97.
2001.
Oh,
Yeah.
2001.
So since then, his
He's
fat ass has
made movies more recent than 2001.
He has
made movies, but they were like B-rated.
From 2003 to now, he's done direct to video movies where all his
because
it's him sitting in the chair and breaking
exactly.
arm.
He legit sits in the chair. They'll be like, "Oh, we need your help," and he'll be sitting in the chair. And they're like, "All right."
Hold on. His movies are basically him sitting in the car or some shit and just being like this. Nah,
yeah, bro. Yo,
they all
his entire movie.
I thought you was gonna say he was in like a Tubi movie or something. I'm like, nigga, that count?
Nah, he does his own Tubi movies. All the movies that he's in now, he writes, produces, and directs.
He has an entire movie where he's like this supposed to be the savior sniper character, but he's fat as fuck in the whole movie. He's just sitting there with a rifle and just sitting, and just like every time he takes a shot, he's sitting somewhere.
If you want to,
he's never standing or doing anything. Got glasses on, wearing a hat like Jay. Like for no reason, he's got backwards hat on. Still sounds a little bit like he's trying to be black.
He doesn't use the hat that I have on. He uses the R&B Kango hat, like from the fucking 90s. That's what the fuck he uses.
You're right. So he has a hat on backwards at times.
And my man
got to act super cool.
Widow's Peak and fucking Wolverine does, bro.
Yeah,
it's like I want to know who his fucking tattoo artist for his hairline is, because it's better than Steve Harvey's.
And on top of that, he's still like getting with these very young, attractive women. Like he's still getting the girl while sitting down the whole time.
That's where I wanna get down to business, because like fuck his. I'm gonna be honest. Fuck his movies, right? Because we might have thought they were good because we were younger.
Never.
And there were other people in
it. Never saw
that. I mean, but his movies weren't really that good. Neither was his martial arts. There are fucking many people that I can name right now whose movies were better, produced more, and fucking are way better structured. Fights have way
Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore, no, not Pauly Shore. But at this point, I would say Mike Myers.
Michael J. White.
Oh, definitely.
When has Mike Myers fought? You talking about like Austin Powers?
Yeah.
Shazam! Yo, shout out to Mike Myers. He needs to come back and just make something just completely fucking everything up. Unless he's on a list.
Bro, I just want him to make another Austin Powers, bro. Like a legacy sequel. I need that.
At this point, please just make one more, bro, and be true to the fucking craft. Be true to the fucking craft. But Steven Seagal.
Is this it right here?
You can sit and be a bad guy.
All right. I think I have a video that I could play a little bit of, and it'll tell you a little bit of what he did to the stuntmen in the industry. Because I won't play a lot of it for two reasons: for copyright purposes and because I don't want to be playing other people's shit.
All right,
I got you.
Let's go.
Let's see. Let's fucking go. The Diddler.
In a wheelchair, Steven Seagal has such a comically terrible history. He now simply refuses to face it.
I wonder how you deal with all that. Hello, Steven Seagal.
Number 1, treating other actors terribly during filming. I have a family member that worked with him years ago on a low-budget film. Steven Seagal was miserable and rude, but it only gets worse from here. Whilst filming for the movie Exit Wounds, stuntman Steven Quadros explained that Seagal would unexpectedly kick guys in the which was also mentioned by a different stuntman in a completely unrelated interview.
The first thing he's gonna do is nuts. It's like, oh hey, we're gonna get a couple. He's just gonna pop in. That's the first thing he does.
One comment stated, I actually know a few stuntmen and actors who've worked with Seagal, and they all echo the same thing about him, one of whom might have been Stephen Lambert, who stated Seagal became more unpredictable during his fight scenes.
He's notorious of breaking people's arms, legs, ribs.
As he'd actually punch and hit other actors to make the fights look real.
He was actually hitting the stuntman like,
oh, hell yeah. He's known for that.
To make matters worse, protective equipment wasn't allowed on set. Seagal injured X's shoulder during the fight, so X had to take a few days off. Even worse was when Seagal put a stuntman in hospital.
He beat the shit out of the guy and smashed his face to the mirror multiple times. He went over the top to the point that sent the guy to the hospital.
Which isn't surprising given he was this rough. Well,
I wasn't ready. Right?
As a result, actors have to be extremely careful just to appear alongside him.
You got to keep third eye on.
I don't know. Sounds like hearsay.
More to that video.
Sounds like hearsay. I don't believe it.
I was say the guy.
I haven't seen any sources there. It was
The
just
guy
he said.
the movie with him.
Where are the medical reports? Show me the broken bones. Because maybe he's just a dick and he tried to do these things. And they're just like, yo, fuck this dude.
No,
if he ever interviews me, I'm going to disparage his name.
If you watch the video a little more, either Michael Jai White or somebody else describes the industry for stuntmen being kind of a turn cheek type of operation. Like if they get fucked up, they kind of turn the other cheek so they can get the next job. You know what I mean?
I don't know what you're saying. Maybe we can watch the rest of the video and find out.
No, thank you. I would rather just talk like him and do the rest of the episode if that is
Well,
what
let's
you would
continue with the show. So next on Steven Seagal's list.
You know, he did a lot of other ventures. He did ventures in music, which some that you heard. I think he had 2 albums. I can't keep talking like that. It makes me feel dumb. Law enforcement work.
Just eat more beans and toast. It'll be easier.
Bro, so this dude, right, claimed that he was a reserve deputy chief in the Jefferson Parish, Louisiana Sheriff's Office in the late 1980s after teaching the deputies martial arts, unarmed combat, and marksmanship. Then Sheriff Lee asked Seagal to join the force. Seagal's rank in Louisiana was ceremonial.
No.
Steven Seagal, lawman.
Wait, hold on. Doesn't he have a TV show now? Does he have a TV show?
He had a TV show. It's called Steven Seagal Lawman. There's a series which follows his work in Jefferson Parish. It premiered on A&E December 2nd, 2009, and he stated that I've decided to work with A&E on this series now because I believe it's important to show the nation all the positive work being accomplished here in Louisiana. I see the passion and commitment that comes from the Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office in this post-Katrina environment. The series premiere drew 3.6 million viewers, ranking as the season opener of any A&E series ever. According to what he
Honestly,
said.
That's more of a... It's not bad.
So yeah, his career is a lot longer than we try to make it seem.
Honestly, I kind of believe the numbers there. I believe that out of everybody in the country, we're like Steven Seagal is a cop and just wanted to
Right.
see what was going on.
Shit dipped right after.
Be like, he ain't doing shit, and then they just stop watching.
On April 14th, 2010, the series was
he was in the show.
Paris Sheriff. Yeah, he was the show. Paris Sheriff Normand. All right,
What?
that's a mouthful.
That's not a real person.
Normand. Due to sexual trafficking lawsuit filed against Steven Seagal. The suit was later dropped, but A&E resumed the show for a second season, which began October 2010, and the production of the third season started in February 2011, with a change of location from Louisiana to Maricopa County, Arizona, which I don't know how that translates, because what, did he fucking transfer fucking states?
Yeah.
Doesn't that take a lot of...
Steven Seagal has a unique manner of doling out justice, and you have to spread that philosophy to different counties.
Well, 2 episodes were scheduled to be aired in the beginning of January 2012. Shortly before the episodes were to be aired, Season 3 was suspended, with no explanations given. Season 3 premiered January 2nd of 2014, but the show was not renewed for the 4th season. And in October 2011, Seagal was sworn in as Department's deputy sheriff of Hudson County, Texas, a law department responsible for patrolling a 98-mile stretch of the Texas-Mexico border. Great. This dude, they didn't even say it here, but on that show, bro, they were gonna go break up a cockfighting ring, and he literally had a tank, mowed down this dude's fucking gate, killed hundreds of his chickens and a puppy in the process for nothing, because the guy got off on all charges just because he wanted to get fucking raped, bro.
You said he rammed a tank into a church's chicken and killed the chickens and the dog?
Nah, they were going to break up an illegal cockfighting ring. It was an illegal cockfighting ring, and instead of knocking on the front door and serving the warrant, killed hundreds of chickens and a fucking.
He did this on camera.
Yeah, on camera.
Yo, that's the payoff that you get for watching the show. Be like, yo, this is gonna be worth it at some point.
I love how Jake says illegal cockfighting ring as like, is there a legal cockfighting ring? Is that legal?
Right.
Yeah. Nigga, this ain't Mexico.
Yeah, no. It's like, well, if you have a license to raise chickens, technically if you're next to each other and fight.
That's hilarious.
That was just a little tidbit in there about where his life
Why
would...
is that not like one of TV's greatest moments?
What?
I mean, I'm not glad that like tons of chickens died and stuff, but like that's fucking wild.
Bro, if you go on and you see what happened, is bananas.
Who owns that? Who's streaming Steven Seagal's show? I need to see the episode.
A&E.
A&E? I'm not paying for this subscription. Fuck that.
Find it on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll just find a clip somewhere.
One thing I really don't want to touch on, because if you really have the interest in all his political
the mother loves penis
friendships, I'll say, then you can go ahead and do your research. But this man is very well connected in not only terrorists and organized crime.
You don't know how to word it?
Yeah, I don't know how to word
it. Wait, hold on. Like, you gotta rephrase that, because you just made it sound like you said he's a part of organized crime and terrorist groups.
That's how you know it's bullshit.
All right.
He
So
looked at the material, he was like,
bro, he's connected to a lot of unsavory characters, I'll say.
Like in real life, or he made this
Real life.
claim?
No, in real life. Like like I told you, he's a Russian ambassador for Russia. A Russian American ambassador for Russia.
Nah, pull that up. Jamie, pull that up. Verify this man's claim.
In a March 2014 interview with blah 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 blah, Seagal described Vladimir Putin as one of the great living world leaders. He expressed support for whatever the fuck he was doing there in Russia in 2014. Where does it say it here? Where is it? Okay. ¿Dónde estás?
I mean, I don't really have a problem with Russia as a country. I don't know nobody there, and they have never done anything directly against me. So, like, I don't like. I just in general, like, I don't have beef with any other countries. Who runs you? It may be who the person I got beef with, if anything, because they be talking out. But we all got leaders that are just talking out, acting like they repping the set when they don't even talk to the set. They just out here barking like, nigga, shut up. Who you talking for? Don't nobody want no fucking wars. Everybody wants to be able to pay rent and relax. Damn.
On February 27th, 2023, he received the Russian Order of Friendship from Vladimir Putin for his major contribution to the development of international cultural and humanitarian cooperation. Cooperation, excuse me.
What? Doing what? What did he do? What are the cited accolades?
Photoshop.
Like there has to be like specific things that he did to try to achieve that. There's no like way they were just like, here you go. You made fucking exit wounds here.
He killed Mad Chicken.
First of all, on November 3rd of 2014, he was granted Russian citizenship by Putin. So, where is it here? National anthem, George Foreman, Russian interference in the election. Fuck all his political views. Let's get to the meat of this fucking episode, the controversies, the allegations, and the lawsuits. That's what we're gonna start with here. And in May 91, during the filming of Out for Justice, Warner Brothers employees Renee Malone, Nicole Sigler, and Christine Keeve accused Seagal of sexual harassment. In return for remaining silent, Malone and another woman received around $50,000 each in an out-of-court settlement. Around the time, at least 4 actresses said that Seagal had made sexual advances, typically during late-night casting sessions. In another incident, Jenny McCarthy said that Seagal asked her to undress during the audition for Under Siege 2, and she told that motherfucker, go buy my Playboy if you want to see that, and booked it. In 95, Seagal was charged with employment discrimination, sexual harassment, and breach of contract. Cheryl Schumann filed a case against Seagal, accusing him of threatening and beating her during the filming of Deadly Ground. In August of 95, Los Angeles Superior Court judge...
Wait, what was the name of the movie?
On Deadly Ground.
He named that after the beating he gave ass. That's crazy.
In Los Angeles Superior Court, Judge Hiroshi Fukusaki dismissed the case, calling the claims repudiative and unintelligible. On April 12, 2010, a 23-year-old Caden Nigan filed a lawsuit against Seagal in Los Angeles, requesting more than $1 million in damages. In her lawsuit, she alleged Seagal engaged in sexual harassment, the illegal trafficking of females for sex, failure to prevent sexual harassment, and wrongful termination. Seagal denied the allegations, but his reality show, Steven Seagal Lawman, was suspended while his attorney resolved the case. On July 14th, 2010, 3 months after she filed her suit, she withdrew her claim without explanation. On August 30th...
Real quick, Jay. Was her last name Nyugen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so for years I didn't
No,
understand
it's
what the fuck that name was.
It's NGUYEN.
Okay, I was gonna
What's
say
going
because
on, bro?
I'm pretty
It's
sure the
'cause
way you say it is win, like in
yeah,
Korean. If
probably.
it's a
But
Korean name, I think it's
I'm
win.
honestly, I'm too tired to sound things out right now.
You gotta give.
Has nothing to do with signing out with. That shit is completely foreign to English, the way that you're supposed to pronounce it. And I'm just letting you know
Yeah.
because literally I was an adult when I learned that it's like
I'm just
win, and I'm like, that's ridiculous.
I'm just saying that because there's no way I'm gonna retain any of that right now.
Word.
Where the fuck was I? On August 30th, this is what I was telling you about. August 30th, 2011, Jesus Sanchez Lavera filed a lawsuit against Steven Seagal over his part in the Mariposa County police raid with heavy weapons, notably including an army surplus tank of his residence for suspicion of cockfighting. The incident was taped for Seagal's A&E reality show, Steven Seagal Lawmen. Lolavera's residence of suspicion of cockfighting. Where was? Oh, I read that twice. The incident was taped for A&E. Steven Seagal Lawman. He was seeking $100,000 for damages caused during the raid and a letter of apology from Steven Seagal to Lolavera's children for the death of their family pet, the dog that I told you he killed. Lolavera claimed that his 11-month-old puppy was shot and killed during the raid. Lolavera failed to file court-ordered paperwork after his attorney would. Bro, I can just picture Steven Seagal mowing down this motherfucker's gate, busting in there with the tank and just shooting the puppy in the face while he's still in the tank.
That's the origins
Two
of John
pistols
Wick.
in his hand, just going bang, bang, bang. Shut that dog up, bang.
I'll tell you right now, that puppy had
Shut
it
that
coming.
dog up.
He definitely had it coming.
Well, I had to shoot him because he was biting my ankles. What would you do if you had a dog biting your ankles?
It really, like, I'm trained in Aikido and I can't flip the dog.
I've never used the keto on the puppy paw, so I wasn't effective in that way. So I pulled out the Glock and ended his life in that manner.
In 2017, actress Portia de la Rossi accused Seagal of sexually harassing her during a movie audition. De La Rossi alleged that during an audition in Seagal's office, he told her how important it was to have chemistry off screen before unzipping his pants. On an April 18th appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Catherine Hagel alleged on the final day of shooting for Under Siege 2 that Seagal told her that he had girlfriends the same age as the 16-year-old Hagel. Kimmel responded by displaying a photo from the film's promotional tour showing Seagal's hands on Hagel's chest while they posed for a photo. On November 9th, 2017, Dutch model Flavola Dadis posted a statement on her Instagram account stating that she had also been sexually assaulted by Seagal in years earlier. In January 15th of 2018, actress Rachel Grant publicly accused Seagal of sexually assaulting her in 2002 during the pre-production on his direct-to-video film Out for a Kill, stating that she lost her job on the film after the incident. And in February of 2018, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office acknowledged that it was reviewing a potential sex abuse case on Seagal. In March of 2018, Regina Simmons publicly claimed that in 93, she was 18 when Seagal raped her at his home. When she arrived for what she thought was a rap party for the movie On Deadly Ground in September of 2018, Los Angeles prosecutors refused to charge the actor based on Regina Simmons' accusations. Oh, that must have been when they lifted the fucking, due to statute of limitations. 2 months later, the case involving the actress. That's fucked up. So in 2018, they denied her because the statute of limitations in California was up. But didn't they just recently lift that statute of limitations ban on rape? Which is why all of this shit's happening to Diddy and all of them?
know, but I hope so.
I think he was trying to show that actors that his dick was a keto too. He was fucking bitches up with that shit.
You know, like how many times is he going into producers'
that
offices?
say he was.
Go ahead, Jay.
What do you mean? No, what you saying? What you mean?
I was just gonna say, how many times did Steven Seagal go into an office like, all right, so I have an idea for a movie. It's gonna be a retired special forces man, heavily revered, you know, and he's needed for a special mission. Again, Steven? Oh no, this time is different. He's gonna be going to search for Atlantis in Antarctica. Like, what the fuck is like every movie? It's like the same shit, and they keep getting made and being on worse budgets. Like, who the fuck is like? I guess I'll do it. Like, I don't know. Like, what the? Like, why?
They said, "Oh no, it's different. Man. This one I don't have sunglasses. Get the fuck out of
here." Decades ago, it was like, man, this man is bullshit, and yet still, we got his fat ass sitting on a chair, being a sniper in Iraq, saving a squad at 1,000 meters. Like, what the fuck is this?
Only I can shoot 1,000 meters.
It's nothing for me.
Get out of here.
I'll do it with my sunglasses on. No,
but what's
I don't
good
need a
is
spotter. Go out the squad.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, there's a let me
you know,
touch on
up to 500 meters.
Oh man.
So we already heard some of the conflicts with the stuntmen. I can continue with that if y'all want me to, but we already touched on it a little bit in that video. Here, they have a little bit of explanation on him being a victim of attempted extortion, which was more than likely bullshit because he was encased in all of that. Really, the biggest things here
from a prince in Africa.
What?
I said, did he get an email from a prince in Africa?
No, but he tried to take Ray Charles's granddaughter, make her his assistant, and after she got the job and was already touring with him and his team, he tried to make her give him massages, and she booked it. She left the room, took a flight back to Los Angeles, and never went back.
His old granddaughter, you said?
Ray Charles' granddaughter.
I don't know why I found that funny before. I'm sorry, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's just a random ass person's granddaughter to be like
this man.
Like, what the fuck?
What I wanted to bring to light is like
sicko.
Top of that, he fucking poached her at his fucking funeral.
What?
You think Ray Charles seen all that going down?
Yeah, he poached her at the funeral.
Was that
of course
necessary?
he did. That was funny. That was funny. I was gonna say, of course he did, because he was dead. But I get what you were trying to say there. You're a fucking bastard. Bro, this dude, he keeps getting away with everything too, and with everything happening now with people like Diddy, Vince McMahon, and Weinstein, the plethora of fucking people who are going down for these SAs that they've been doing for fucking years.
Bro,
sexual assault,
nobody's going
rapes,
down. Nobody's going down. Nobody's going down.
I think there's gonna only be one. Out of all of them, it's gonna be one, and it's gonna be the one we really don't give a fuck about, like truly.
Right, it's gonna be Diddy. He's gonna be the scapegoat for all these people.
I mean,
but yo, you look, I was, deep down inside, bro, like deep down in my fucking diabolical inside there somewhere, wants that nigga to win the case.
What the fuck?
I just wanted to win, so I could be like, oh, see, all that for nothing.
That's fucking terrible. What the fuck? You need to go pray, nigga. What the fuck?
Nigga don't fuck
You
the
need to go
government.
purify yourself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
While y'all debate any of that shit, we are gonna take a quick break for your ass. Diesel, baby.
Subscribe for more videos.
Don't forget to like, comment, and share.
That slap, that shit, it is that one. Let's go. Everybody talking about a new song, they like that's that turn, that lit, that slap, that shit, it's that one. That go. Everybody talking about Dizzle new song.
I got GS jumping on a Tuesday. Dizzle drunk gang deeper than the Wu-Tang. If you love it, then you better cuff your butt.
Dizzle, Dizzle, ready to see that. Ready to sizzle, Dizzle, ready to sizzle. Dizzle, Dizzle, on the sit, ready to sizzle. Dripping my lip, on my lips, I'm ready to sizzle, I'm ready to Dizzle, Dizzle, on the sit, ready to sit. I need more than a drip. I'm ready to sit, I'm ready to sit. I need more than a drip. Dizzle, 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 Dizzle.
I got a couple.
Go to the Dizzlebrand.com right now and get you a fucking bottle of Dizzle. And with that being said, we are wrapping the main topic of this episode up. The fucking dirtbag Steven Seagal. If you want to know more, you can go on YouTube and there's a plethora of videos that are going to tell you about this disgraceful man's past, and it's eye-opening. The people that you thought they were back then are nowhere near the people that they really are, as you're seeing in today's day and age. And for me, that is wrapping the night, but that is not wrapping the night for the Break Room crew. You guys will still get your content because the crew will be here to tell you about current events. Because now, and I don't know. Mach, you got a Mach Minute?
Hey, can you throw up the graphic for that before you just go?
I got two questions on the Mach's Minute if you want to do that.
You got
I got a question too.
Yeah, I do.
All right, cool. So let's do the Mach Minute real quick. It is time for where's the fucking graphic? It is right there.
All right. On the Mach Minute, it's counting down, right?
Yeah, it's counting down.
It's I was thinking the other day, if you have no legs, are you a disabled spirit? Do you have a disabled spirit? That was my question. I don't know. I was thinking about that. And then number two was, if you was blind, isn't it possible that the first time you actually see something is when you die, you go to heaven?
What is all this morbidity right now?
I don't know. I was just thinking about that.
I'm thinking a lot about fucking death.
It's not death. I'm just saying, like, you know, if you have no legs your entire life, you was born with no legs.
Die, right?
You think
Are you
your
still
spirit,
disabled?
Do you think your spirits will have fair legs?
All I know is that it's been real, and I love you all.
Hold on, Jay. I got a question. I wanted to see if you watched the Vince McMahon doc.
I did watch the Vince McMahon doc.
Okay.
Did you wanted to know my opinion? I assume.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I think Netflix, the way they did it, they're fucking geniuses, right? And they basically twisted the whole story of the Vince McMahon character, making it seem like that is part of his persona. And they did justice in doing that. However, the documentary was for nothing because we knew all these stories already.
But they never spoke about. I only saw the first episode, so I don't know if they speak about him shitting on the bitch's back.
Nah, they don't speak about nothing in the lawsuit. I don't think they're allowed to.
Well, all of that, what they said in the beginning, all of that was after that they recorded.
Okay.
Okay.
But you see what that's why Vince is pissed off, because it was before they record that was all filmed before that shit happened, right? So they used all of that to twist it into to make it seem like what he did was part of his McMahon character. I can see why he's pissed off, but honestly, it was well done. It was well done to twist it to make it look like that. Well fucking done.
I'm like, yo, the first episode was crazy. I was just like, damn, bro, they fucking this dude whole shit.
Yeah, it was bananas. And there's a lot of good movies out. Too. Maybe we'll talk a movie rundown next week. But until then, for me, it's been real. Enjoy the present history. That means you motherfuckers talk about present history.
And present history, Jason is still here.
I just put it late.
Hold on a second.
Who has the material? Who has the material?
I'm going in there trying to log in.
I know the election's in a month.
Yeah, I mean, there's some stuff
Which
we
is
can just kind
future.
of like talk about in general.
But that's future.
The Seashore niggas is going on strike.
That's already over.
That already finished?
Yeah, it was only like 3 days.
Wow. I thought they were about to go on strike. They did go on strike.
No, they went on strike, but it was for like 3 or 4 days, so it was not that serious, but it was still pretty serious.
It could have been serious.
It could have been a lot worse. But it's a good thing they got their money and the strike is over.
Yeah, because all those carnivore people, a lot of shit. They would have price gouged everything.
Right.
Okay, so just to like a point of something a little bit more that's going on. Have you seen the floods going on in the south?
Yeah, Helen.
Mm-hmm.
Like North Carolina.
What's crazy is this is the first time ever that there's relief needed, and they dead ass like, oh, we don't got any more money. Like, how the fuck you don't got the money? Like, what are you guys doing that at a time like this the money's not available? Fucking wildin'.
Don't get too political now. Don't get too political now.
No, I know. It was just a thought.
I was just joking. I was joking.
You don't tell me what to do.
Don't get political.
I can agree, but you still can't tell me what to do.
I mean, what's really funny is like they went down there and they're like, oh yeah, don't donate, like don't do anything like that. Don't be a nice neighbor. Don't be good to your neighbor. Just fuck off. And here's $750 to help people who just lost everything. No, don't go in there and save people if you have a helicopter you own. No, you can't do that.
If you own a restaurant, don't give out food to people who need it.
Right. Don't do what you want with your stuff to help people. You can't do that. We're going to give them $750 and they should be fine with that. So just carry on. And it's
that's
like,
crazy.
That's crazy.
They did that for real? They did that for real?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this is not me just being like, what if they did this? No, they did. That's what they done. And
That's why I said who the election's in a month.
Mm-hmm. Like there's apparently as well lithium mines that are out there in the area.
Mm-hmm.
that areas that were devastated um, are now going to be able to expand. They were having issues legally with the local residences where they were pushing back into expanding and being able to do stuff. One of the mines that was proposed would be the third largest producer in the world of lithium, which is used for EV batteries and things like that. And then there's also another type of metal, I forgot what it was, that is also very high out there that is utilized for computer chips. And those areas were facing issues and like putback, and now they've been devastated, and rescue efforts are absolutely minimal. Like FEMA again shows how great it is at being underwhelming.
They just
Just saying.
they just worry about
Elections in a
others'
month.
image. Who you think's gonna win?
Who do I think is gonna win?
Yeah.
Kamala.
Kamala.
Right.
Oh man, it's gonna be bad, bro, if she wins.
Yeah. She's gonna win. I don't want her to win, but she's gonna win.
That's whack.
It is what it is.
There'd
Where
be a World War Three
anymore?
if she gets.
Well, sooner or later we'll get there.
They well, apparently it's just raining bombs in Israel, which I find crazy since they've
That's
had the
pretty
Iron
normal.
Dome.
No, that's pretty
And
normal.
it's just like, okay.
That's pretty regular
And
over there.
then
It'd be a war with all types of
we have
countries.
to go over and we have to defend Israel. We're going to wars, and we have to do that.
Yes, we have to defend the little hats. Don't ask questions like that.
What would Steven Seagal do?
Definitely defend Israel.
Well, I don't know. He's got all that stuff with Russia, and Russia is Russia pro-Israel?
Everybody's pro-Israel unless they're not pro-Israel.
I ask the question again: Is
Everybody is pro-Israel unless they're not pro-Israel.
So the question is, how many niggas is that?
Thank you. Talon, you should understand what I'm saying because everybody is unless we obviously know they're not, and you'll be able to tell who's not by how they get treated by the rest of the world.
Yeah. He's hosting, so he's not really in this dimension.
He probably smoking that reefer.
Some of that we. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be a civil war first, then they'll probably become
Nah,
a World War Three.
there ain't gonna be no civil war. There's not gonna be a civil war in America. People ain't really gonna pull it like that. You'll see them try though. They're gonna try to incite it, but it's not gonna happen the way they want.
Shit. You think people are prepared?
Who?
So that say it was a civil war. You think majority of
Well, who?
people I think are not prepared for a civil
Well, it
war.
depends who's fighting who.
I'm just saying in general. You think like say
But
it's a
that's
civil
my
war.
thing
I
though.
don't think
Like,
people will be.
I don't think most Americans are prepared, but most white people are. So if they try to make it a racial war, niggas is cooked. Niggas is done.
Except for like maybe like a few gangs and a
Yeah, but like,
few
but
neighborhoods that
the only thing they got is guns, and
yeah,
they'll pull it, but that's it. You don't win a war because you got some guns. You got to have a lot of guns.
that has some geeks that's gonna give you a good strategy or real
Yeah,
methodical about certain shit. Yeah.
but if there's a civil war, it depends how it's gonna. It depends who's fighting who and what they're fighting for. But that's not gonna happen in America. especially if there's another natural disaster, or maybe it's
I
hard.
mean, how many we gonna get?
I mean, it's still hurricane season, bro.
Yeah, apparently
It's
the
about.
one that
It's
went in.
basically over. Tropical storms, all of that.
Tropical storms don't do shit.
No, I'm saying like all of those things are still pretty much in the mix. But yeah, I don't see a civil war.
But you do see a World War III.
Unfortunately, I can see it coming.
From where? Where do you think it would break out?
This nigga. It's it's called
Hey, I'm trying.
it's
I'm trying to make I'm trying to make conversation
it's
for the sake of the
called
podcast.
it's called the World War, son.
There has to
Let me
be a singular location where things pop off.
the
That's
whole
happen.
the whole
Where it first
world.
starts, that's what you're trying to say? Where it begins.
Yeah, like there's always like an initial location.
Okay, little hat.
What?
Some Middle East.
Of course.
Now, do you say item
What'd you say?
Weishaupt's letter? Do you
Wait,
say?
you
Do
gonna
you
say
believe
that
that
again?
for
I didn't hear
Say that
nothing you
again.
said.
item Weishaupt's letter? Do you believe that at all because of that?
I know what you're referring to, and yes,
Where
What's that
because
letter? What letter are you talking about?
uh, give me a second here.
it's
So I'm
basically
referring
saying
to a guy that was around for the like founding of the Illuminati, I believe, or something like that, and he wrote a letter about the intentions of their plan for the world.
The basically, so the ending of World War III would start a one world currency kind of shit too.
Let's see
yeah,
here. Yes,
Or do you
and
see,
and
or do you see the
basically
one world currency happening before World War III?
that's gonna be tough to pull off. That's a long time from now. But what they're basically saying is World War III is gonna be the biggest holy war.
They're gonna still try to base it on religion. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're
I
gonna
don't know.
try.
I don't think that's gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work.
it's not
No,
as readily available as it used to be.
well, I'm saying that's what he said in that letter he's talking about, where it's like
I'm
Islam
trying to
versus
find it.
Christianity again.
Good try.
I don't see it that being the reason for the war.
What do you think it would be?
Like the one world government, one world currency.
Hmm.
Which is I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon either. Because a lot
Well,
of countries aren't going to give up on their money.
their goal is 2030. It seems like.
And deadlines aren't real.
Right? Their goals.
They might have to push it back
Deadlines are
another
goals.
decade.
Right? In the very least, that's what we got to try to do. Whatever you can do to stifle and stymie whatever's trying to be happening, that's what you got to do. Like right with your dollar matters. Like if all of a sudden some bullshit that you used to buy that's still some bullshit, but now it costs $10, don't buy it. Just don't buy it, and it'll get cheaper. And you can buy it. That's all you ever have to do if something gets expensive. Just don't buy it. But we can't do that because we are a nation of big back people now.
Big back, big back. Yeah, listen.
Depends on what it is, but yeah.
People don't know what it is to know how to really eat because you only gonna probably be able to eat most of the day. And I feel like that's I feel like that's how much you're supposed to eat anyways.
How much? You said like as much as
Once
a
a
small baby deer.
no. Something like that. Like once a day. I feel like you're supposed to eat once a day, twice max. Everybody
Right.
here is everybody eat 3+. 3+ big
Well, I
ass
mean, if you eat once a
ridiculous
day, then you
sized
should just go
snacks.
to a buffet, right?
Yeah, that works, I guess. I don't know.
That
But
way you can make sure you get all your calories in every angle. Get some
yeah,
ice cream at
well,
the end.
most people is overweight, so they have enough calories, bro. But all they gotta do is just burn them shits off and just eat that once a day.
I don't know, man.
They'll probably lose weight.
If if you worked at Liechtenstein and Sons law firm, you would need 2 lumberjack breakfasts to get through your day as well. At least a good 8,000 calories a day. It's just stressful, having to
Well,
push all that paper.
if you 60 pounds overweight, you could miss a couple meals, man.
Yeah. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, because you have
Your stomach's gonna hurt, bro. You gotta fill your
no,
stomach with something.
no, you ain't gonna starve. Your body will adapt to it, and then you actually get used to eating once a day, and then from there on, if you do try to eat twice a day, it's gonna be nauseating to eat twice a day because your stomach shrinks
You
with
know,
time.
Well, it depends because if you go into fasting, right, it all depends on how hungry you get when it is time to eat. So, two or three times a day is supposed to be the standard, but it all depends on what you can handle.
It was always two. They created three in the 70s. That's why it's called breakfast because they want you to
I
break your
mean,
fast. They want you to break your
if
fast. They want you.
if you happen to be shorter with big feet and a very sneaky guile about you, you tend to eat at least 4 or 5 meals a day, and that's on standard. And that's
Wait, who
just
is
based
that?
off of what I learned from Lord of the Rings.
I was like, are you describing Little Hats?
No, I was talking about hobbits.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's horrible. I don't know why you use that comparison.
Those
Okay.
are hobbits from Lord of the Rings. That's what they have. Like they have breakfast, and then they have brunch, and then lunch, and then they'll have a snack, and then they'll have supper and dinner.
You're
Wait,
saying
supper
most
is
people eat.
dinner.
Most people do
They're,
that. That's what I'm
right?
trying to say. They'll get what my whole point was they would eventually get used to eating the way they're supposed to eat. And then eventually, if
Mm.
you lose the weight and you skinny, you can
If
stay
I see a
eating
hungry,
that.
hungry hippo,
You could plateau.
Start eating people,
You can plateau and just
right?
eat one meal a day.
most
But
dangerous game. How do we
if you
know
start
that's not the
gaining
way to
muscle,
power?
then you have to start eating again, huh?
How do we know that's not the way to power?
Probably is.
Just eating powerful humans. Isn't that what Attack on Titan's about? Just
Kinda.
eating powerful people.
I don't know.
I've never watched it beyond 3 episodes because they were too invested
You
in
don't watch
people.
anime. You don't watch
I
anime
don't.
for real. You don't watch
I don't.
anime. Don't even
I
count.
don't. I
That
don't.
sounds crazy
I
though.
watch One Piece, but like I don't.
That's not. Yeah,
That should
exactly.
be annoying me.
Cowboy Bebop or whatever, nigga. I don't watch no fucking anime, nigga.
Yeah, it's one of the most goaded memes on the planet.
Top
Hold
five
up,
for sure.
I gotta bring that up real quick. Let me
Cowboy
making some
Bebop.
food, but I gotta pull that up because
You're welcome. You're
such a
welcome.
great, such a great meme. Yeah, boy. Let's see here.
Hey, did you guys ever check out that movie on Netflix called Rebel Ridge?
It was a
What's
good
it called?
movie.
What's the name?
Rebel
That
Ridge.
that one's a good one.
It
Wait,
was
not say
good
it.
for a B movie. Right?
Hold on, what's the name of the movie again, Mitch?
Rebel Ridge.
Rebel Ridge. I'll watch it tomorrow.
It was a decent action movie. It made more
Where
sense than like other action movies. Like you just watch it. It's pretty good.
where
Yeah.
I was watching the Walking Dead spinoff with Daryl when he goes to
Oh yeah,
France.
yeah. I saw that. I saw they had that. I didn't
Yeah,
watch
I
it.
gotta catch up on that.
Nah, I was watching that today, and it just made me think like when do the number of people who survive start to kill so many zombies
The
that it's
fuck?
like it kind of evens out? Because zombies don't make babies. They don't have kids.
This is the meme that I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's kind of weird too. You right.
You feel me? Like, damn, how long are you gonna be fighting zombies for?
But
Eventually,
is
you
it?
kill them all,
And you think
right?
about it, like a zombie's dead, and one of the most alive organic substances is sperm. So it's like
What?
I don't think that it's
What the fuck does zombies and sperm got to do with anything?
What?
telling you like if they're dead, how they're producing live organisms. You're
They're
saying
not
like
producing, bro. We're in a
What do
world
you
of billions of
mean?
people.
no, because he's talking about zombies can't have babies.
Yes.
Why would zombies need to have
Yeah.
babies?
Why would they be doing that? Why would they be?
No,
Y'all didn't listen to
Macho,
nothing Dre
Macho,
say. Oh,
Macho.
sorry, Dre.
I understand what you're saying.
They didn't hear nothing you said.
Clearly,
Wait, maybe
I was
maybe
distracted by the
I'll
meme I
say
was looking
Colin.
for. Apparently,
I said so. I was saying how on The Walking Dead they did a spinoff with Daryl, and it's supposed to be like, and he's in France, and it just made me think: at what point does like the zombie number stalemate? Because they're not reproducing. They don't have babies. You feel me? So like, how long are people gonna have to kill and fight zombies until they kill them all, and then it's just like humans left?
Right. Well, isn't that what the whole point is? Like, as far as we know, but besides people who are alive that are looting and killing each other, the world is turned into zombies. But
Right.
we live in a very big world. Like, how do you know if there's any more zombies to fight until you run into them? Like I said, we're in a world of billions of people. So if he travels to places outside of the U.S., like if he ever went to UK, which he did, France, like you're gonna run into, what I'm saying? Maybe they didn't handle zombies the same way our Americanized, characters had
Or
handled them, and
maybe they're
they're
break.
just out there roaming. Like they
No, but
didn't.
I'm saying like, yo, it's zombies all over the whole planet. The whole planet's infected. After a while, you kill so many, and there's only so many left that there just can't be no more unless it's they somebody gets bit. But there's
Well,
eventually
you
going to be
can't
a
kill all
point
of
where
them.
there's no more.
Some of them get affected by the cold too. So it's like
8 billion people is a lot of
it's
people. That's a
it's,
lot of
it's
you.
still hard to
You
say though, man. There's so much going on with that show.
you're gonna be killing zombies forever. But well, not forever. Probably like 30 years.
Yeah. If you're intentionally trying to kill them, you
to
probably
be
can do it in a
honest, the
short time.
biggest move that the zombies have, not that they necessarily move collectively, but the biggest move they have is that initial outbreak. However much you can get on the initial outbreak will likely determine if you'll be able to overcome what's left. Because, like Dre saying, they don't reproduce. Their only means of reproduction is taking y'all over. So, like, the more of them that you kill, as long as you kill them all off, you win. But as long as there's a zombie around, potentially they can still just win.
I kind of agree. When does it stalemate though? Like, like when you know, oh, that's it. Everybody, this many is affected, and the rest is human. Now let's continue wiping them out.
They should continue Walking Dead like 30 years later, and zombies have regained sentience, and now they're living cohesively, and now zombies want to have like families and stuff. And like, we don't know how to have sex anymore.
Or like
And
the
now
last
we can
zombie.
revisit the question: how do you reproduce as a zombie?
Wow, this
You know,
sperm is very alive organism. So
But not in zombies. They're dead.
good. They don't have no sperm. I would say zombies don't have no sperm.
I would say that too. I think most sane people would, which unfortunately doesn't mean everybody.
No, I seen them. I seen them fuck
I think it.
zombies. They fuck just like us.
I think it. I made a channel for it.
You could hit big
Bro,
old zombie. They put it up in that desert ass, dead ass pussy.
Who done made an OnlyFans for it?
People will probably buy that shit too. Fucking
Of
zombie
course they
porn.
would. Humans are debauched, depraved, demonically possessed things. Not all of them, but many of
the
them.
dark web and get some zombie porn.
You know, with the type of stuff that is not talked about and then only referred to, I don't want to know what type of stuff be up there. I just don't want to know. I already know enough to know that I don't want to know. Because that's going to be the stuff that you're not really finding on the top web, and you can already find wild stuff on the top.
Gives me the chills.
That being said, though, if I was a hacking proficient computer writing, like software proficient person, I probably would have more interest in the dark web overall, but I don't know enough to be able to protect my own ass for any curiosity out there.
Yeah, don't go up there, bro. You don't need to be up there. You don't got no business up there, dog.
I've been in there.
I don't have the time, and I don't have the curiosity or
You
desire.
can get
You
you
don't
can
got
get
no
anything
reason to
there.
go
That
up
shit's
there.
crazy.
You don't need to go up there, bro. It's not worth. There's nothing up there for you.
There's nothing. If you ever if to
Only
anybody who
some
hears
zombie
this
porn
and
and
is
maybe
like,
some
"Oh, what's
reenactment,
that?"
Diddy reenactment.
Nah, don't say stuff and let people be like, "What?"
That's where
Nah, don't
the
say that.
puffy
Just
tapes is gonna be.
Yeah, you're gonna get some reenactment tapes
and
too.
more.
This is how they did it in the Puffy Towers.
Nah, you know reenactments. They gonna have the real tapes
I
that
know,
the
but
FBI and CIA took.
Yeah, the reenactments are going to be crazy, especially with SNL and the way they be reenacting shit. It's over.
That's crazy. I'm
Yeah, I'm
just
cool on
mad
all of
that
those.
they took all the lotion and the baby oil
Yo,
as evidence. That's
wait,
how is
hold
that
on. I'm
evidence
glad you
though?
said that because
That's
did you hear what Lil
crazy.
Scrappy said? Did you hear what Lil Scrappy said?
I don't know.
No, the interview was
So
scrappy.
so listen, Lil Scrappy was saying that all those bottles that they had, they were like a front because they would pour them out and put like the whatever roofie drug it was in
Oh,
there,
I
which
heard it was
doesn't make
like
any
a
sense.
GHB.
Shit.
GHB roof whatever Rohypnol, whatever the real name is. I think that's what it's called. Which doesn't make any sense because why would you have 1,000 bottles of anything and not look suspicious?
Well, if that was your plan, that was stupid.
But
No regular. Like it would have
that's
been
people say.
different if he would have put like a logo on it, like Puffy lotion, and he'd be like, "Oh, I just be selling those." But you have regular ass Johnson and Johnson, great value shit. You have regular shit. It's
I
not like
don't
he
He
had
should
a
have
even
label
labeled
on it.
it Puffy's secret stuff.
Either way, like if he would have labeled it, he could just be like, "Oh, we sell those." You know, say like, this is a new shit
right
I'm
like he
trying
was a
out.
like he was getting
Yeah,
in the business like Costco or something.
yeah, they would have even.
He should
Oh,
have
okay,
just put
that's why there's
Ciroc
so
labels on
many.
it.
But his dumbass had 1,000 lotions and baby oil from different companies. Like, you stupid as shit.
Where are all these bottles?
It's
Oh,
still
those
excessive.
are
It's still
those
like,
are
don't you think?
testers for Ciroc.
Because with one large size baby oil or baby lotion, bro, you can fucking lubricate and soften maybe an entire building of people.
Yo,
Just with
imagine
one
Diddy
job.
had hit the tapes in one of those bottles. Like that's why they took it because there was
How the
shit
fuck
in
he got
there.
it in there though?
Like in the chip.
You
He
know how he got
probably
it in
had the
there? He opened the
USB
top and said,
to
"Take
go
that
into
tape."
oil.
As going on, yeah, the
Turned into a
SD card.
pickle. Mm.
But there was other things, and they also didn't mention that he had 800 different dildos. They didn't mention that though.
Nah, I saw
Huh?
that too.
Bro,
I
who
saw
wants
that
to
they had
Yeah,
hear about somebody having 800 different dildos?
eight
That's not
800
headline worthy.
800
Bro,
different dildo shapes, size, textures, all that.
800 different is insane.
Bro,
it's really
ridiculous.
not though.
Isn't
It's
it?
really
But
not.
still, you've been
Like,
collecting.
that's a
That's
dedicated
a collect.
closet.
That for me, I don't even think he used that. I think
That's
that
at
he just
least 2
collected.
dedicated closets,
Bro.
or
He'd be
Bro,
like, "Oh
he's not.
shit, this one
Yo,
curves to
yo,
the left, that one curves to the right. I
yo,
need to
you got to
tap the hook."
understand. He's throwing parties for. Think about how many people over the last 30 years. All of that stuff
It'd
isn't
be
for
like
him.
thousands
Most
of
of it's
people.
not for him. Most of it's for everybody else in the entertainment
You
industry.
think that he
he
tries
probably
all of them
walked
out
through there.
before he gives it to people?
He,
What
Because
you
I
say?
tried
he
that one.
probably uses it as a memory like type of thing, and he'll walk certain people through and be like, ah, yeah, I remember using this
Like
one
a
on so and
memorabilia,
so.
Nah,
he
that's where
saves it.
that's what the videos are for, so he could rewatch some stuff or blackmail people.
You think he tries
But
he
that's
tries each
blackmail.
of those 800 dildos before he lets someone else use it?
Nah, listen. Those
He's I have to sit on all of them before I let you guys use it.
those are for everybody else, not for him. Well, maybe
I
some of
believe it.
them are for him.
Yeah,
Some
some
of
of
them
them.
are for definitely for
He
him,
has some of them shits in his hand and his mouth
for
and shit.
sure.
That's
Which one's
crazy.
mine? Oh, mine's the big blue alien one. That's mine.
Yeah, it
What?
curves in
Tentacles.
all three directions at once.
But not
we
like he
call
was like.
we call it
Wait,
the
hold on. Like
Hydra.
Macho was saying, I don't think much is gonna happen or come from this because it's like, well, what did he do that was illegal so far? Like truly
Well,
illegal.
There's
they
no,
did mention the
there's
9-year-old.
there's no law. You know how many people go there that are freaking family people and they bring their kids? Like, it's gonna be a reason for everything. They have to have some real hardcore evidence, like some serious shit, where it's like him fucking deliberately beating a bitch till she's bleeding or something, and she's like, no, no. If she's just
Nah,
dead laying down, you
it's
They tried
past
that
this.
with Cassie.
listen.
Yeah, but that
I
was
know.
too many years ago, so that's out. That's just to make him look bad.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna try to make him look bad, and then he's just gonna get richer off of all this shit.
I don't know about that part,
I'll
but
tell you,
he
there's people right now getting rich off of him. Like
true.
people dead making lotion bottles saying that did he special stuff. Like what Tyler said. There's someone out there right now selling bottles with a picture of Diddy on it, and it's just regular old lotion.
Yeah,
They're making money off that shit. T-shirts, hats, and then he's gonna probably make money off of it too somehow.
He is the current 15-minute fame meme sensation. You can pretty much dap any meme and put Diddy on it.
and that
Say some
hippo.
bullshit.
What was it
That
Mudang?
Yeah, yo,
damn.
Mudang's
I don't
everywhere.
understand where that came from, but that fucking hippo is everywhere, and I prefer that over Diddy.
Wait, what do you mean you don't know where it came from? It's a baby hippo, my nigga. Like what?
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, that's not the first time that's been around. It's just why this one? Because it's called Mudang? All right.
Well, no, because it has a different. It has a really crazy personality, which I don't know if it does or not. Because what does a baby hippo act like?
A smaller version of a big hippo.
Right,
Right. Like,
but it's
hippos
like
are
a big deal to
territorial and
people.
aggressive by nature, so, like, if it's aggressive, or it's just cute because it's aggressive and, like, fat looking, like, okay, I get it, but
It's more
y'all
that
been
shit.
listening
That
on
that
this
hippo is
before?
more
Like,
of
they've
that
been
brain
doing
rot
that.
shit. Is more of that's just more of the brain rot shit.
Real shit. It's
Has
just
Brain
kids
rot,
dumb.
fucking
man.
like, oh, I get it, but I don't. But fuck, it's the
It's better
truth.
than most of the brain rot, though. At least it's like somewhat educational. It's an animal. It's not a stupid meme.
I mean,
What's that other shit?
it's
The other
both at
meme
this
that
point.
it has like a little fucking cartoonish frog, and it's like, I'm getting dressed. I'm getting dressed. Some shit like that.
Mm.
What?
He's like he's saying, "Excuse me, I'm changing," and they put in this little picture of a hippo, not a hippo, but there's like a green frog or something, and
Is it
it's
Pepe? Pepe?
I don't even know. I just know I've seen it. I've seen it a lot the last past week. And it's like, excuse me, I'm changing. Can you go to the other room? And I'm just like, what the fuck is this? They put in it in the middle of all their videos.
Mm.
When I find one, I'm gonna send it to him. Like, this is the shit I'm talking about. I don't know what
Or
it means. Maybe I'm just not much of vibes.
It sounds a little bit like a fever dream, but I trust you.
a
No,
fever dream?
I'm dead ass. Why would it be a fever dream?
Most of the things on the internet are pretty much fever dreams nowadays. So
It's a lot of weird shit. Sometimes I just look at videos. I'm like, damn, I just watched this shit. Fuck.
it's like, you got me. I don't know what happened.
God, what's next? And then I just keep scrolling. I get lost in a 30-minute scroll. Sometimes I'm like, fuck, I've been on this shit for 30 minutes. I'm off.
Yeah,
What you
stay
think
out
is
there.
what you
Rabbit hole.
think is the longest that you have been stuck on some social media? Like just scrolling and scrolling. What's the longest you think you scrolled in one day?
Way too much.
What you think? Because you could, if you have an iPhone, you could look at it. You could look at how long and just in the day, how long you've been on
You
set
can do
app.
that on here too. I just don't want to know. But it gives me monthly reports usually. It's like you used your phone this much less. You want to see more? I'm like, man.
See, today I've been on my phone for 2 hours and 47 minutes, just on my phone screen time. It says social media hour and 25, entertainment 41, productivity only 11 minutes. It makes me feel like I'm not doing shit.
The productivity part is funny because soon productivity is going to change as they keep integrating more and more AI because they keep supplementing. Like,
Oh, this nigga go with the AI talk.
Yeah,
no,
YouTube
I'm not
41.
Oh
talking about AI
god,
specifically.
bro.
I'm just talking about the replacement because
Only AI I care about Allen
automation, like
Iverson,
AI
dog.
and automation, I guess,
Yeah,
I don't care
because
about none of that other shit. Only Allen Iverson's the only AI that matters, dog.
He's the
facts.
only AI that matters.
Yes.
That's facts. Hundred
that's
percent,
true.
100%. Um,
I like
but
AI though, man. No. Not the basketball player, like artificial intelligence. I kind of do like it.
They ruined it.
I know. It's the most stupid kids had nothing else to do.
Yeah, blame Darby.
you're
Said
right.
Darby.
Sick
Wonder how
Darby.
he's doing, Darvin, about.
fucking
It's
sick.
probably all out of Darby juice. The squeeze stuff dry.
Man, we could have
Man.
sold that. Almost could
No, no,
could have
we
been
would
on.
have violated. We would be in the Rico with Puff with that shit. I would put charges on us selling that.
Oh man.
These people, they don't know Puff, but we learned about this Darby juice,
The
and we're just
break room
throwing it
has
in there.
collected over 5,000 bottles of Darby juice.
Apparently, nobody knows Diddy if he has videos on everybody that didn't know he had videos on him in the first place.
Right.
He knew how to
He was
blackmail and sabotage from jump, bro. So it's like he knew right away. That just makes me
nah.
feel like he might have something to do
That
with
makes you
shit.
think like if you was to become a celebrity in a month or two, like say we blow up and we all become celebrities. You know how much more private I'm gonna want my life, bro. Like,
Too late, bro.
but it's just I know that, but I would want it even more private because it's
No,
like
I get it, but
you
the
know
way
what
the
I mean.
industry
It's
works,
still hard. It's
if you
crazy.
really want to blow up and get to the next level of fame and stardom,
You
they're
you
gonna
gotta
ask
suck.
you for something.
You gotta suck somebody, dude. Somebody,
You got
some. Yeah, it's going down.
you gonna have to
Hey,
bend over or bend somebody over.
did y'all
Something.
see that video with him? Somebody was saying that Diddy, after he got arrested, he looks different, like he's a clone because what he
Oh,
looked like
that shit
before.
always happens. That shit pisses me off already. That clone shit gotta stop.
Yeah,
Everybody that go,
but
oh, that wasn't Bill Cosby. That was his
did
mother
you
in the
hear?
Bill Cosby
You heard
suit. What the
about his
fuck?
plane though? They tracked his plane, and like it made some interesting stops that were like unrecorded. And there was a plane after that took off that was unscheduled. So I think like Barbados or something like that, and it was not scheduled. And then they turned off the transponder, like
And they
after
said he
things
wasn't
got
even on the
announced.
plane. Remember?
And then
Yep.
I went to chat GPT and I created a fake like airplane module where I could just make up these papers that say, oh, he went this way, he went that way. Like, what makes you think that material is not fake that they're leaking out?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was like the actual flight generator thing. I don't know Chat GPT to be able to do that, but if it can't, I'll eat my words.
They
But
have
till
like
then,
CGI and shit. Yeah.
it's more interesting that it is a clone. I don't care how much you don't like it.
No,
Cloning is
I never
crazy.
said I didn't like it. I said I'm just
Wait,
tired of
hold
it.
on. Speaking of clones, did you see the movie they cloned Tyrone? I just seen
You
that the
know
other
what?
day.
I was thinking
No,
about watching it the other day, and I was like,
what platform was on?
It's on Netflix.
They cloned Tyrone. Is that the one with
is
the
it
same
good?
guy that did
That's with Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, with
Get
Jimmy
Out?
Fox.
Oh, it's the J Fox. I think you talking about that. J Fox is a clone though, right? That's what they said.
Yeah.
Because he left and he had a mysterious illness or so, so they say.
I was just asking if y'all seen it because y'all was talking about clones.
Nah, I didn't see it.
Cause that shit is
I
crazy.
know, I know they have the ability to clone shit already. But I don't know if they have it to that point where technology has touched the point of just cloning an entire being.
Watch the movie.
I just thought it was funny that they try making it sound like, yeah, look at Diddy's forehead, look at his lips. This look like this, and this. I'm like, no, it look like y'all roughed him up a bit, and now y'all talking about he's cloned. Oh my God, he's resisting. Punch him.
You would think
He might have been cloned though.
is a clone. All right, if you have someone that's their clone as a baby, like
they clone Tyrone.
Yeah, you think that they have the exact DNA structure and the chromosome line and everything's the exact same as their clonee? The clonee.
Soon is gonna be 23 and clone me.
That's crazy.
Yo, speaking of them, you heard about what's been going on with that company?
What company?
23andMe.
Now what happened?
I didn't even know that was a company. I didn't know.
They've been like they're over. They've been like they're over as a company.
Out of business.
Good.
Yep.
What was
And
that company?
I
I don't get. What is 23andMe? What is that?
They've been bought out. They did a DNA.
Oh, they did
Like
DNA
ancestry.
research.
So you could send your stuff in and be like, you're this and this. Here you now know who you are. But then there's also people that supposedly have sent in like animal saliva and they've been like, you're this and this. You're black.
You're 37% Mexican. Why
They
37%?
sent a fucking pigeon blood and came back like, oh, you're 99.9 African American.
Yo, you ever hear those times where people just throw around percentages of their races?
Right.
I'm pointing.
I hate those people. Please.
You ever heard somebody say I'm 0.8% black?
I'll start dying.
Absolutely
I just start
not.
laughing. I'm like,
And
so you're not
it'd be
black.
the most light-skinned brothers you ever see. You're like, you sure? Because you're more light-skinned than you are that 8% you're talking about, or is it 0.8?
Point. That's crazy. They would even use that.
What's a 0.8 is like a chance of getting scratched by a possum.
It's not even 1%. But in DNA, 0.8 is a lot of information. But still, compared to the rest of the 99.2,
Bro, you need to be more. You need to be at least 1% of something. There's no such thing as less than 1%. Like that doesn't even matter. That's like saying the change don't matter that you get from breaking $1.
Yeah. It's just crazy that you even use that to try to get some sort of like, I guess, reputation and being black. That's crazy.
Yo,
So
I swear, yo,
that bad, like.
Yo, I came across this dude, right? He's light skinned, bright as day, right? So he hears us talking, and he he even hears me say, and I say the word fluently, nigga. And he's like, hey, you're not allowed to say that word, right? I was like, and who the fuck you think you're talking to? He's like, I'm just saying, like, you're not black. I was like, do you know how this works, or are you just one of those people? He was like, he was just like, he goes, well, he's like, well, you say it. How come I can't say it? I'm like, you are nothing that should be saying that in the first place. I was like, I don't say it leisurely. I was like, not only am I Puerto Rican and black, but I'm from a city where that's like literally built into my vocabulary. I'm in the heat. I'm in the heart of the city. You know what I mean? Like, it's different. I'm not.
You're in Arizona, my man. It's like you know where you are. You know where you come from.
And then I know where I come from. And then he was like, well, shouldn't I be able to say it? I was like, no, why? I was like, why would you think you'd be able to say it? He goes, well, I did 23andMe and I found out I'm 0.8% black. I'm like, that doesn't give you a reason to say a word that you have no reason using it. I was like, I was like,
28 is a lot, but but you're not born into this.
Nah, he said 0.8.
I didn't even want to get into that convo about it, but it's like
uppercut.
It's not about getting into that convo. It just made me more uncomfortable. It was like, wait, hold up. Now that you peeled the surface back for all this, it's like, do you really want to say the word nigga that badly, or are you just making an excuse that you should say you should want to say the
Right?
word.
You
Nigga.
know what I would have told her?
Like you
I
can
would have
do
been
other
like,
things to get invited to the cookout.
I would have told her, I would have dead to her, yo, I'm 0.9 black, and I got more black in me, and I say you can't say it. That's it. That's why I told her I'm 0.9. So I got more black in me than you, so you can't say it because I said so. Fuck out of here. Stupid fuck.
Man, all right, y'all. I'm about to call it a night.
Yep.
It's been
All
real.
right.
Night, keep your
Well,
butthole tight.
I guess we should say goodnight then. And we appreciate y'all checking back in with us. We know it's been a while. Nobody really said anything, but it's been busy. Life been lifing, like we said. But we appreciate y'all, and we shall see you next time. And hopefully, I'll be able to find the outro. I don't see it no more. He might have changed shit.
In the meantime, this has been another present day of history with your boys in the break room.
Yes.
Here we go.
Yep. Remember, if you're 0.8 black, kill yourself.
Yeah, if you're not black.
Whoa. That is not a message that we're putting out there.
Only for the 0.8.
Jay's like, nah, I'm not here for this.
Jay left.
So on that note, we over now. Peace, y'all.
Later.
Thank you for tuning in to Talking Junk.
Remember Lamb Chop? Lamb Chop's play along?
He's still alive.
Damn it.
It's